Coming up on UT 10 News, we follow Toledo's mayoral race.
And we'll also look into childcare options around campus.
Plus, reporter Morgan McCullough has the highlights from women's volleyball team hosting Akron and the Rockets swim meet against BGSU. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Angelique Baird.
And I'm Amanda Beard.
Today, Toledo residents will vote in a new mayor.
That's right, reporter Eric Burden takes a look into the mayoral race. Eric, what are some of the top issues in this election?
Well, Amanda, the condition of the city's streets, the quality of our water, and the city budget are all very prominent issues in this special election. City Council President Paula Hicks Hudson was appointed mayor after the death of Michael Collins in February. She is just one of 7 candidates in the horse race to fill the remaining 2 years of Collins' term. Also in contention is Collins' widow Sandy Drabick Collins, Councilwoman Sandy Spang, former Toledo mayors Carty Finkbeiner and Mike Bell, and former City Council member Mike Ferner. After a debate last Wednesday, some of the candidates weighed in on what they felt was most important to college students.
Wanted the university students to know that I think they're very inextricably tied to the future of the city of Toledo.
Well, I want to make sure that we can keep drinking the water here. When the water doesn't come out of the tap, we realize how important it is.
I think that college voters are interested in entrepreneurial support, taking startups, that next step, having a small business navigator.
If you haven't voted yet, the polls will be open until 7:30. Live from the newsroom, I'm Eric Burden with UT 10 News.
Thanks, Eric. One candidate, Opal Covey, has become a household name in Toledo. She's been a candidate for city mayor in 4 elections and is running once again. Covey calls herself a prophetess of God and has been known to speak in tongues. Although some may not take her seriously, she doesn't care. If she wins, Covey plans on bringing theme parks to Toledo to help the local economy. She also plans on fixing the many potholes throughout the city.
I'm a miracle worker, and they need me because nobody else on the forum has the vision.
Covey is running as an unendorsed Republican. While the polls fill up with voters casting their ballots, some UT students are unsure if they will vote. Reporter Larry Sloan examines the issue.
Typically, one would register when they are 18 years old and would never have to register again if they vote in at least one general election in 4 years. Many students have registered and feel not having the time to register is not an excuse.
Yes, I am a registered voter. I recall the process was pretty easy. There's a few forms to fill out, but overall, I think everybody should be able to do it.
Some simply have no desire to participate. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, young adult voters between the ages of 18 through 24 have consistently voted at lower rates than all other age groups since 1962. Some students also feel they just don't have the time commitment to inform themselves of certain issues.
I think for students mostly it's a lot because it's another thing that we have to have on our plate just to focus on, and I think it's something that we're not entirely focused on right now.
Getting students to vote has been a problem and will continue to be until young voters feel invested in politics and their impact on elections. I'm Larry Sloan from UT 10 News.
The university has been named a military-friendly school for the 3rd consecutive year. The honor comes from an online magazine called Military Advanced Education and Transition. Schools were evaluated by their achievement in military culture, financial aid, and on-campus support. UT's Military Service Center helps veterans transition from military life to the classroom.
Though that recognition is great, it does not mean that our work is done. It's simply an affirmation that our starting points are in the right place and that we're continuing to expand our services across campus.
UT's Military Service Center is located in Rocket Hall, room 1350. Students from every major recently came out in hopes of securing a job for after graduation.
Reporter Demarius Roslin was at the Student Career Fair to see what employers are looking for.
The University of Toledo's Career Fair was held Wednesday in the auditorium of the Student Union. Over hundreds of businesses and companies attended looking for potential candidates. Kyle Beeler, employer for Nexient, is eager to hire passionate employees.
We're looking for people that are looking to grow their career with our company. So we want people that show leadership qualities and then kind of go the extra mile to help out our clients.
UT's Career Fair saw over 300 students that came through the doors ready to find a job.
It's really great to see so many companies come out from even far off distances and even out of state to be here.
Students only had 3 hours to apply for and learn more about possible careers.
If you're looking for a job, an internship, or experience in your field, this is the place to be. I'm Demarius Roslin from UT 10 News.
A controversial subject was a topic of discussion on campus last week. The University of Toledo for Life group displayed images of unborn fetuses outside of the student union. Members would approach students and ask, "When do you think life begins?" Some were willing to answer, others were not. The organization wants to educate UT students on abortion.
We want to let people know that it's okay to not know the facts, but we want people to start talking about it. We want people to look into it and form an opinion.
Another student group, the Feminist Alliance, protested, saying the display was too graphic. With the recent closing of UT's main campus child care center, another program is welcoming parents and their children. Located near the Health Science campus, the UT Early Learning Center provides daycare and preschool education. They have been serving the UT community for over 20 years. Program Director Caryn is happy to provide an alternative child care option for those who have lost theirs.
We are currently licensed for 105 children. Enrolled, we have approximately 75 children, so there is additional space for other staff and students looking for care.
The UT Early Learning Center welcomes children 18 months to 5 years old.
I'm Morgan McCullough, and this is your UT10 Sports Report. The Rocket women were the feature this past weekend as the swimming and diving team took on the Bowling Green Falcons, and the volleyball team faced the Akron Zips. First, the swimming and diving team hosted arch rival Bowling Green in their first Mid-American Conference meet of the season. Despite dealing with multiple team injuries, the Rockets hope to start out with the MAC season with a win. UT excelled in the 100-yard breaststroke and 200-yard freestyles as senior Samantha Reacher and Lauren Comer took the top spots in the events. Sophomore Katrin Stryker added 2 wins in the 100 and 200-yard butterfly, and both Rocket divers notched wins in the 1 meter and 3 meter. UT recorded 6 victories overall, but it was not enough as Bowling Green's Kayla Effing contributed with wins in the 200 medley relay and 400 free relay to aid in the Falcon victory. Rocket swimming head coach Chris Peters said he wants a higher level of intensity from the team.
Fight and compete. Some of our girls, in my opinion, raced a little bit scared today. And when fear enters the mind, it's never a good thing. And so just to be aggressive and compete.
The Rockets will look to bounce back this Friday when they host Michigan State. Moving from the pool to the court, where the Rocket volleyball team matched up with the Akron Zips at Savage Arena. Both teams came out on the attack in the first set, as the score was tied at 22 before Gracie Tuifua delivered a kill to put UT ahead. The Rockets would win the first set and would take the second set as Sage Thomas contributed 5 of her 10 kills in the match. Akron would rally behind Anna Wenger in the third set as she tallied 1 of her 5 kills in the set to keep Akron close. But UT would prevail as they would go on to sweep the Zips in straight sets, earning their second conference win of the season. Rocket head coach Greg Smith said offense was key to the success of the team.
I felt like we passed the ball really well in serve-receive, and I felt like when we got into a good rhythm, our offense was working well.
The Rockets will look to get back-to-back wins for the first time this season as they travel to play Northern Illinois on Friday. With the start of the season right around the corner, the men's and women's basketball teams took to Savage Arena for a spooky preview. UT basketball hosted tricks, treats, and dunks to a crowd of all ages. The evening began with trick-or-treating and a costume contest. Players from both teams signed autographs for young fans. The men's team competed in a slam dunk contest, and freshman Taylor Adway was crowned this year's winner.
I feel it went good. I'm ready to get the season started, bigger crowd. The game's going to mean so much more than just the dunk contest.
Both Rocket basketball teams will play in a preseason doubleheader Saturday in Savage Arena.
That's it for UT10 News. For the latest breaking news on campus and bios from all UT10 reporters, go to our website, ut10news.com.
And remember, you can watch the live stream of our newscast production every Tuesday morning at 10:30 on our YouTube channel. For Amanda Beard, Morgan McCullough, and all of our crew, I'm Angelique Baird. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.